start recording and share my screen. All right. Welcome to the Inspired Beautiful Team call. It is Wednesday, September 4th. I hope that your Wednesday has been awesome. Short week this week for a lot of us at work. So I hope that you are absolutely enjoying it. Before I kick things off, I don't have like a formal Success Club board, and I'll tell you a little bit more why, but I'm going to be posting this graphic in our team page either tonight or tomorrow. But where is it? Our August Success Club board is officially official. So I wanted to show it to you guys. So we've got myself with 12, Brittany with 10, Nikki with 8, Jordan with 8, Kelly with 4, Olivia with 4, Bonnie with 2, and Caitlin with 2. So that is how we ended the month last month with 25 lives changed. You guys, that's incredible. 25 lives changed. And the really cool thing about this board is, I know some of us had like a tough end to July, or we just kind of felt a little bit frustrated in August. And this really shows me that you guys are just crushing it. Bonnie had some points up there for the first time ever. That makes my heart so happy. Olivia, if you guys have been with me for a while, maybe Brittany knows Olivia Gonzalez. She was a coach of mine a while back, quit, took a little bit of a break, and came back, and she's been a client. She's been super present in our boot camp. She is a Pilates instructor. She lives in New York, and she's like, hey, like I want to come back as like a client. But I think I might, like, my sister might want to do it, or my mom might want to do it too. So I want to do a discount because she kind of knew a little bit about the business. And so here's the thing, you guys, she quit a while back, but I still maintained a relationship with her. It wasn't her time then. She's now just a client. I put her under John. So when she hits Emerald, that's going to be an Emerald under him. And he came back. So never discount anybody, because you never know if somebody goes away when they might come back, and she's just kind of doing her fitness journey, but she knows a little bit about the business, so she's making some commission checks here and there. So always be very open, have those good relationships. That we are in a relationship business. So I like sharing these stories with you guys so that you can kind of see like what could be. So that is our August Success Club board. Back to the slides here. I've got a couple team shout outs to do tonight. First one is with Mickey. Mickey, I don't know why I put an E at the end of your name. Sorry about that. And I just saw that your name is Michaela, right? Today on like your badge. No?
Yeah, she does not like to be called that.
Like, no, that is not me at all. Oh, that's so funny. I saw that badge. I'm like, wow, interesting. I didn't know that. But I did want to shout out Mickey because she is the one and only team member right now that's got some Success Club points up on the board for September. Girlfriend, like, you just came into this biz and you are moving and grooving, and you are just like not slowing down at all. And I am so impressed. And being a nursing student too, like, absolutely incredible. I love watching your stories because you're so unapologetically you. And I think just so many women can relate with that. And you're not afraid to show your journey. And I just admire the hell out of you for that. So really wanted to give you a big shout out tonight. And then Brittany, y'all, if you have not watched the leadership live on the Run Wild Hustle Shine page. I know I just said y'all, and I'm so not from the South, but Brittany slayed today. Like, girl, you slayed. And I know I just sent you a quick voice message because I knew like I was going to get to like really pour into you right now. You did such an incredible job, and you were so honest about where you've been and where you want to go, and like that self-reflection and gut check that's so hard for so many of us to do and admit. Oh my gosh, just amazing. And I know that you were like on such a high after too. And I know, Jordan, you made a face the other week when I was like, hey, you never know, I might come knocking. Brittany said to me today, she's like, thank you so much for asking me to do that. And just like, what a cool, like, learning experience for her too. And oh God, again, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It will light a fire under you. I was just like, oh my girl, you are just crushing it. So, so excited. And I'm just, tonight's call, as I feel like it's kind of has been the last couple of weeks, it's a little hodgepodgey, it's a little all over the place. It's some things that I've either been learning, some things that have been on my heart that I just feel like, you guys can all benefit from hearing as well, because I'm learning as I go. So housekeeping first, business builders call. So Janine, Brittany, Mickey, Jordan, business builders call on September 15th. That's going to be with Mackenzie, Claire, Izzy, myself, and then anyone within their downline that hit Success Club in August. We're going to start doing this monthly. So once you hit Success Club in September, you will have your call locked in October. Really, really awesome. Just so you guys know, if you ever want to schedule a one-on-one call with me, even if you're not my direct downline, you're 100% always welcome to do that. I always just like to schedule it and get something on the calendar instead of flying by the, what do they call it, like the seat of your pants or whatever, just because life is crazy. So just always know that that's an option, but I'm super pumped for that call. It's going to be really cool to start coming together like that. I'm doing a 3-day refresh with John on September 16th for the 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you guys have it or you want to order it like now this week, and we can all do it together, just let me know, and I'll post in the team page as it gets closer to see like if anybody has theirs. And I'm not watching the chat yet, but I know it's blowing up. Pumpkin spice, duh. So I don't know how many they made, like they didn't tell us, but last year I think they really learned the hard way about how fast pumpkin spice sold out. I'm almost positive all of you guys bought some, but the reason that I'm bringing it up is it's still not sold out. So if you missed sharing this with a client, if you have somebody new enrolling, you could always ask them if they want to add that on, like as like a box onto their challenge pack. They might be PSL lovers, who knows? I hate pumpkin spice lattes. Hate them. Absolutely don't like them. Pumpkin flavored things, I bought 2 boxes. I don't know. I didn't buy any last year. I figure I can either bake with them if I don't like them, how they are, or use them as giveaways, which is a brilliant, brilliant idea. So if you haven't bought a box, guys, just buy a box. Like, do it, because it's going to be great to talk about and great to share. Because here's the thing. These are limited edition flavors. There's going to be there's a fruit fly flying around here. It's driving me nuts. There is a mocha. I'm so pumped about this one now. This is my jam. There's like a mocha peppermint latte, something or other coming out around the holidays. So that's going to be another one that you're going to want to like hype up. So this is good learning. This is good kind of marketing. This is good whatever to talk about, so that when the next one releases, ooh, it's going to be so good. And we can really talk about that one. 6 weeks of the work, new program. I'm still like trying to wrap my brain around like why Beachbody did this, when, and timing with Morning Meltdown, but it is what it is. So it's all in your coach office. You can read the FAQs on it, but in short, 6 weeks of the work, it's a very intense program. And it's even said that it's not recommended for everybody. There's not a modifier in it. So just be mindful of that when you're talking to clients about it. I'm still, again, wrapping my brain around how I'm going to be promoting it, since I'm still going to be doing Morning Meltdown. But I know that there are a couple girls on here who are not doing Morning Meltdown. This might be your jam, and you may want to buy early access. This is another one that you have to buy early access. If you have BOD, it's going to be released to everybody's like BOD library, I believe in the spring, which is, I don't know. The timing on everything is just, it's bizarre to me, but it is what it is. I don't make the rules. So be knowledgeable about releases, be knowledgeable about programs, because you may be talking to somebody like in the next 2 weeks, and they may say, I want strength training. Like I was just talking to a client, and she's like, I don't know if I should get early access or if I should wait. I really want strength training. And I was like, girlfriend, like, why don't you pump the brakes? And I like didn't try to sell her on getting early access to Morning Meltdown. I'm like, just pump the brakes. There's this new program coming out. Let's revisit this when it's released. So really, really be knowledgeable about this. I'm nervous. I think I'm going to try it once I'm done with Morning Meltdown. Who knows? A little scared. It's a little intense, but we'll see. And then promo codes. You guys should all of you guys, showing up and watching the recording. You guys are all leaders. You're all in charge of your business. But however many promo codes got used in August, you got in September. So the interesting thing is, and I know I was talking with Bonnie about this, and Bonnie was like, I am so frustrated because the girl who I sent the promo code to, she didn't use it. Like it sucks, like control the control. Like, again, there's got to be a better way where like we can input the promo codes for people. Like that makes sense in my head because I know that I sent out all 6 of mine last month and only 4 got used. Like, cool. So now I only have 4 this month rather than my normal 6. So it's frustrating, but just like you should have already gotten your email about it. So check your email. If you used any of your spouses, your controlled business center last month, make sure that you check that, whatever email that's located in as well. So that's pretty much all on housekeeping. If you hit Success Club 10 plus this month, Starbucks on me. I know Mackenzie and Danielle are doing it for their downline. I don't know how far it reaches, like when they do like the pop sockets. I know that they are giving the pop sockets like deep within the downline if you hit it in August, Success Club 10 plus. But if you hit Success Club 10 plus with me, you're also going to get Starbucks on me this month. So maybe you'll get double Starbucks. Who knows? But just fun stuff to do. Okay. So I literally have like 3 slides and each slide has like 1 word on it. And it's just to kind of like guide my thinking and my process. And I want to talk to you guys about streak just a little bit. I'm a streak girl. I talk about streak all the time. Now I really want you guys to be utilizing some sort of a tracking system. Your girl is using the business activity tracker because why the F not? This works, this is tried, this is true, this is tested, this is here. What I do with this is I just check off all the activities that I do every single day, and I have a notebook next to me where I do my brain dump and my affirmations in the morning. What I do with this is I do a check mark or a tally, obviously in groups of 5, for my invite sent. I write a line that says coaching, I write a line that says boot camps, and as I'm sitting here messaging out my invites, tally, 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 okay? When I use my streak, I've said this before, is when I am answering all my DMs. So when I invite, my blinders are on and I am inviting. If people respond, I do not break my invites, like chain streak, like whatever you want to call it, to go and respond to somebody's message. Oh my gosh, they're interested. Yay, I'm so excited. I have to wait. Blinders are on. I'm in my invite mode. I'm tallying up my invites. When I check my DMs and start answering all those messages, so in my workflow, I get home from teaching and put on my comfies clearly, and then I go through and I clear out my DMs. That's when I input it into Streak. Then I invite. Inviting to me is not like a big scary thing. If inviting to you is something that keeps getting pushed off, you need to invite first before answering your DMs. They always say like, eat that frog. Eat your frog that is like, the thing that you dread doing the most, the thing that you always push off. That's not invites for me. So I have no problem with doing invites in the second part of like my business time. But if that's you, be your own boss and do your invites first and clean out your DMs after. So what I want to show you is Streak. And Streak just keeps getting better and better. And I just figured this out. And I just want to make sure that you guys know. So you guys can all see my email, correct? Okay, so you can see which pipeline this is in. Beachbody, sent, price, email. Okay, so now I've just sent her enrollment. I'm gonna move you guys out of the way. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so you can see the right side of my screen, yes? If not, move your little faces. Drag your thing over. I don't know what you guys see. It says unnamed, sent, price, email, Janine, tasks, her email. Okay, awesome. So what I do here is I just switch this to sent link to enroll. And I've completely moved her pipeline. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to go to my sent right now. So when I go into my sent, because I just sent this girl, and I made sure that I didn't put her in any pipeline, I just sent this girl virtual gym info. Okay, so I'm going to click on her. She's not in any pipeline right now. So I hit this boxes. This is my streak boxes. Oh, come on up. And I click Beachbody. And right here, I can change, where am I? My pipelines aren't worded exactly the way that I want to. Invite to boot camps and sent virtual gym info email. This is back when I used to do a lot of my communication through Instagram Messenger. So right here, I'm just gonna pop her into this pipeline. Sent virtual gym info email. Boom. Right there, it pops her into that pipeline. So then when she emails me back, I can see what phase she's in. Then when I send her the pricing, the package info, I will change it, sent price email. Then I will send it, sent link to enroll. Then after that, I can completely take her out of this and put her in my client one. Is that kind of making sense, you guys? It's so simple, just a couple clicks. What I also love is right here, right in this tab, I can create a follow-up to make sure, and in 2 days, if I don't hear from her, this is going to create a reminder for me to follow up with her. It's incredible. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about that. I just realized like how easy it was to just click that little box right here and get streak right here, and you can just flip flop, okay, between that. So I hope that that's kind of a little bit helpful for you. If you guys aren't streak people, not a big deal. There we go. If you guys are pen and paper, if you use, there's a ton of other like apps and stuff. If you have no clue how to use streak, go on YouTube. Find a Beachbody one. Okay, so about last night. Let's talk about last night. And I don't really need to share it with you guys anymore. So you guys know, after the team call last night, I was asked to speak on Ashley Full-Dyson's team call. And you guys, it was unreal. And if you're new around here, if you're not as obsessed as me or maybe Kelly is, like some of like the people who've been around for a little while, like we are obsessed. And you always find other people in the network who you just vibe with, and like they are your people. And Ashley has always been one of those people for me because she's a former teacher. Like clockwork, I always know when her team calls are because I always watch them on YouTube the next morning on my drive into work. Okay, so her and I started to connect. She knows Danielle. I started to connect with one of her coaches, Hannah, who she's really good friends with. She asked me to speak on her team call. Absolutely blown away. And she's like in the top 10 of the network right now. And she's in superstar qualifying. And I'm like, what can I even provide to this team that isn't already provided? Like, just absolutely mind blowing. And some of my biggest takeaways, and I tell you this because like a year ago, I had her up on this pedestal, like where you should never, ever have a Beachbody coach up on a pedestal. Ever. That was one of my mistakes that I used to make. I used to look at these people and say, oh, they got in early. Oh, they got lucky. Oh, they are just so much more talented than I am. Like, no, they've either been doing this longer or they work harder than me, than us. Like, that's all that it is. That's literally all that it is. Time and their work ethic. Okay. So once I got over that and I was like, okay, she's just like me. Being asked to speak on this team call was just like so surreal because again, like I've admired her, I've learned from her, and I like totally un-Janine fashion. And you guys can watch it on YouTube if you want, but you guys always hear me preach and you guys know my story, but if you guys want to, it's on YouTube. I told my story without any slides. Like no slides at all. Like, and I'm totally like, you guys know me, every team call, like I got my slides going. And I told my story from when I started to where I am, to my roadblocks, my personal roadblocks with my friends, in my personal life. I talked about my roadblocks in my business with hitting 1 star and having that diamond coach basically quit the next week. And then a whole bunch of other people who I thought were leaders quit, and overcoming that and what I've done and how I stay authentic. And then I talked about where I'm going in my business, because I think that that's so powerful to really talk about where I'm going. And you guys, the feedback was incredible. And I got off that call and I said, I'm a boss. Like, I'm a boss ass bitch. And it's not like in a cocky way or anything, but just like in a way that, like, God, I feel good about this. Like, why wouldn't anybody want to work this business? Why wouldn't anybody want to feel what you feel for helping other people? Like, I didn't get paid to talk on her team call last night. It's just this connection piece that I think so many people are missing. And I was just on this high. And she said a couple things to me on the call. And of course, I look at her as like a mentor because she's further along in the business than I am. And she said to me, she goes, when I was 2.5 years into the business, which is where I am right now, she was a diamond coach where I am right now. And she said, I made the decision to level up and look at where I am. And I was like, oh, like the feels like, oh my God, this is going to be me in here, like just flipping out, you guys. It was just so cool. And then, like, when we were done, she asked me the last question, because the last question that her team asked me was my structure for my day, because her team is a lot of teachers. So I talked them through how I like structure my day. And I work this business a lot, you guys. Like, I really, really do. And I love it. Like, I don't even really think of it like work. And so Ashley said, okay, last question. If somebody said to you, that they wanted to build this 6-7 figure income business, and they, looked at that schedule and said, oh, that's too much for me. Like, what would you say? And I said, well, we go to college for 4 years to become a teacher with a $30,000 salary, and then we just settle for that for the rest of our lives. Why wouldn't we spend 4 years pouring into this business to quadruple, 5x that income for a life of freedom? And she was like, you're going to be a top coach one day. I was like, oh, I'm going to go cry. Like, it was just like, it was so incredible, you guys, just so incredible. So leaving that call, like, I'm just like, and I know, like, I'm in a pod with a lot of you guys who are very close to diamond right now and who are pushing for diamond. We've got a separate little chat pod. I'm talking with a lot of you guys one-on-one about your businesses, and I know my area of weakness, and my area of weakness is recruiting people to the team. If you look, there really hasn't been like a lot of like fresh teammates coming on. And now the thing is like, you guys can be recruiting to our team as well and bringing on fresh blood. So looking at like my area of weakness, it's typically what I see in a downline. If you have somebody who's really, really strong at recruiting to the boot camp, you see their downlines very strong at recruiting to the boot camp because you lead by example. So I am just like balls to the walls. Like, it's time to recruit. I'm going to be recruiting for half the month, every single month, because I will not be teaching next year. Like, those are my words. I am sticking to that. That is what I am saying. John and I put out into the universe that because I will not be back in the classroom next year, we will be taking our dream trip to Italy next fall. Like that, like this is it. This is happening. I am not falling back on teaching. This is like it. So because of that, I'm recruiting and I am looking for hustlers and movers and shakers. And I 100% know that not everybody wants full-time out of this business right now or ever. And that's 100% okay. As your mentor, your coach, your friend, I will 100% meet you wherever you are at in this business. If you want to make a couple extra $100 a month, if you just want to hit Success Club every month, whatever you want, if you just want the community and the fitness side of things, I got you, girl. But just know, like, I am going to work with the working, work with the willing. I am pushing and like, I'm hungry for this. And last night was like, it was one of those pivotal turning moments in your business that I hope that you guys all feel. And I know Brittany really expressed that in her leadership live today, a pivotal shift in her business. And we all have several. Back in March, when I was on this high, hit 1 star and then immediate crash, and it all went away. Pivotal moment in my business. Pivotal. Last night, a whole 100% the exact, like, not the exact same situation, but another pivotal moment. So you guys hopefully are going to feel some shifts from me as your leader. And I hope that my energy and my push is contagious for whatever your goals are. Whatever your goals are. I know that I will love you and I will support you no matter what your goals are. I will not push, I will not pull, I will not do any of that. But I want you guys to know that this is where I'm at in my business. And there are like, the selfish pieces. Like I've got to take care of Janine and my business and this vision for my team. And so that's why you're going to see a ton of recruiting. And I hope that this does nothing but light a fire under your ass. Like really and truly hope that that's all that it does. All right. So I'm like a little bit all over the place, but I want to just make sure, okay, yeah, on my last slide. So I'm kind of talking a little bit about this. And so when was it? Sunday night or Monday night? And my days are all screwed up this week because of the holiday. But John and I were laying in bed and I was talking about this idea of recruiting, because I know that that's my area of weakness. And I know that that's where I need to grow in this business. And I'm saying to him, I'm like, but like, why is this so hard? Like, why am I making recruiting to the business opportunity hard? I can invite to the boot camp all day long, like no problem. And I know that many of you guys are the same way. You've fallen in love with the programs, fallen in love with the products, you've fallen in love with the, the boot camp community. And he looked at me, he goes, it's not that it's hard. It's just that this is easier. It's not that it's hard. This is just easier. And so you're just picking what's easier. And I'm like, okay, so he's taking that word hard out of it. So I've got to take that word hard out of it. And he goes, you just need to start talking about the business and treating it like a business more. Okay, so now I'm thinking, how the heck do I do that? And so, and again, I've talked about this so many times, but it's such a good reminder, like where I'm sitting here today and I'm feeling all the feels of why I love this business and what it has done for me. And so I went on my Instagram story today and I just blabbed about it for like 2 seconds. You better believe that tomorrow I got to figure out what I'm going to be talking about financial. It's payday tomorrow, you guys. And if you are an Emerald coach, you better freaking believe your paycheck is probably going to be the highest it's ever been because of pumpkin spice. If it gets in there next week, it might be the week after. But you guys get my point, because the volume is massive. I've been watching my volume. I actually should share this with you guys so you guys can kind of see and know this. I know I'm squirrel brain tonight, you guys, just complete squirrel brain. Roll with me. Okay. Because I know like volume in Coach Office is something that I'm still learning and understanding, and I really haven't talked to you guys a ton about. Right leg is my strong leg. So when I go into my volume, let's see, team volume, you're going to start seeing my weeks. Okay. So my left leg last week was 706. It's 1,000 points more. My right leg was 1,700. It's 4,500. Look at this growth. Look at this compared to all the other weeks. Like, oops, I did not mean to click that. Oh, look, there's some names I know. But are you guys seeing that growth? I know I just completely clicked all over the place. Sorry, you guys. That is insane. That is such a huge growth. This is where your team cycle bonus comes from. So if you're Emerald, you get what? The $14 a cycle. And if you're Diamond, you get the $16 a cycle. Freaking sane. Insane. I'm not going to go all the way into volume, but I really, really wanted to show you guys that, because like paychecks are going to be balling, which I am absolutely amazed with. So just be thinking like, what were you able to do? Were you able to, and I know that Kate Schultes, if you guys don't know this coach, she always talks about like her first couple paychecks, she was able to buy the big bag of dog food for her dog rather than the small bag. And that was monumental for her. That is relatable. That is 100% relatable to people, to life. Okay. Not, buying a huge fancy house, not, whatever, paying off your student loans, That's relatable. What are you doing with this paycheck that is 100% relatable? So I want you guys to get out of your head. I want you to get that word hard out of here. Whatever you're making hard. If you're making recruiting to the boot camp hard, stop that. You guys love these programs. You guys slay with these programs. It's not hard. You just need to talk with more people. And here's the thing. You may have to switch up your process. Stop making things hard. I used to just do all Instagram. Now I'm switching to email. I used to build connections and relationships before I would even invite. Then I switched to cold inviting. If they're watching my story, they get an invite. Maybe if that's not working for you anymore, you have to go back to building that connection. I know Brittany talked a little bit about that today too. And she was saying, you know, I've had a ton of good relationships. I've made a ton of good connections. Don't be afraid to switch things up. I've been trying video invites, you guys. Legitimately on my video, I take a 60-second, no longer than 60-second video of myself, and instead of a script, I'm sliding that into people's DMs. Like, what? Like, I know it's kind of like voice message, but do you know how many people are like, yeah, sure, I'd love info. I'm like, you literally sat there and watched me blab to you for 50 seconds. But like the other day I was driving in the car with John. I'm like, hey, like we're driving up north. I just wanted to let you know about my September virtual gym. Boom, sent it right into their DMs. Switch things up. Don't make this hard. Make it fun. Make it exciting. Take the word hard out of it. And here's the thing. I was talking with Lexi today, and I know that she will not be mad at me for, you know, sharing just a little bit about our conversation. And she's living in this sense of negativity and past about August and not hitting Success Club in August. And she is letting it bog her down. Okay. And I know this because, you know, I messaged her, I reached out, I've noticed, you know, I notice when you guys are on, when you guys are off. I know I try to chirp in when I can, but not be too pushy ever. And I said, hey, how you doing? And she reached out and she's like, listen, here's where I'm at, da, da, da. I said, tell me what's on your heart. Tell me your mindset. Tell me where you're at in this business. Don't be afraid to be honest. I love you no matter what. And she said, I get chills and tears in my eyes thinking about doing this full time. I still want it. I said, all right, girlfriend, here's some freaking tough love for you. What is it serving you to be living in the past, in the hard of what you didn't do last month? How is that serving you? How is that benefiting you? How is that helping your situation right now at all? Kelly, looking at you. I just saw you in the chat. Honestly, fucking same. How is that helping you at all by living in what was so hard about August? Get rid of it. Stop thinking about it. You are in a fresh month. You are in fresh everything right now. There is pumpkin spice. There's a new product. You are almost midway through MM100. Like literally dump it, play some freaking pump up jams, listen to a badass podcast, listen to a badass training that just lights your soul on fire, and just get in that positive mindset and just crush this month. Because thinking about all the things that you did or did not do last month is doing nothing for you. It's doing nothing for you right now. And it's done. It's over with. We don't need to live there. It's cool. We learned from last month. We learned from everything that we go through, positive or negative. Guys, this is a brand new month. September is going to be huge. September is going to be massive. There's so many amazing shifts right now going on in our entire team. Okay, from Mackenzie and Danielle, wide and down to you guys. Like, this is going to be huge. We are in the last quarter of the year. Don't be looking back at the past and what you haven't accomplished. Look at where you are right now and what you still can and have time left to accomplish, and slay. Like that's it. This business is simple. Take the word hard out of it. Let's change some lives. Let's bring on some new team members. Let's change our own lives in the process and like make it happen. I don't know. That's all I got for you guys. That's our call tonight. I feel like I yelled at you guys, and I don't know, I'm just passionate and fired up. I love you guys very, very much. I need to go read through all this shit. You guys blew up the chat tonight. Way to go. Way to go, team. I'm literally reading. If you guys have anything to say, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, I have two things. What time September 15th?
Unsure yet. Gonna be on the earlier side because we need to be mindful of the UK with Izzy.
Okay, and then Kelly, I just wanted to let you know, I know that you had a horrible August, but with you opening up about like your depression and stuff like that, it really like touched me because my anxiety has always been kind of, I don't know. So it was just nice because I finally let people know where I was coming from. No one really knew I had anxiety, and I hid it a lot. Everyone just thought I was this badass mom, just go, go, go. So I don't know. It's just nice to relate, and you are incredible. So good job.
You guys, this family, like you guys are making me emotional. Like I've been emotional all day, like about last night and today and everything. And Jordan, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. Seriously, like I'm like about to start bawling. I don't know what it is, but Janine got me in all the feels, and thanks, Jordan. I really appreciate that.
You guys, we are a family, like through and through, no matter what happens with this business, what doesn't happen with this business, like we all are 100% here for each other through the good and the bad and the ups and the downs and personal and business. And we're a family. And I love that we have this community. You guys make me so proud. Anybody else need to chime in and just like, I don't need to be like eating some ice cream and drinking some wine together tonight. Like that's like those are the vibes I'm getting right now. Like with our, that's my dream for my retreat, you guys, with all of you is wine, ice cream, jammies, chick flicks, popcorn. Like that's the retreat that like I want to host. So just putting that one out there, and literally that's like what I have on my vision board is a team retreat where we're all wearing matching pajamas. I have a matching PJ set of all girls. Like I don't know, that's just me. So love you guys. I know Jordan need it now. All right, you guys know what time it is. Lydia, I'm so happy to see your face. I've missed your face on calls. I know you've been like slaying your whole backyard and getting back into teacher life. So props to you, girl. And also Lydia's husband, I'm gonna stop recording because I'm just